welcome for another episode, guys. This is My Media, and I cover JASMY and also Junction. Today it's going to be just a technical analysis of what I see on the charts, and also here's the proof that I saw everything before it happened. So let me just go up. Okay, so on the 13th started noticing a formation, so let me get this chart up with the two yellow lines so you guys can see. Boom. Let me make sure I got the right chart on. So it's not that one, it's not this one. Oh damn, that's Bitcoin. Heh, my bad. So it's not this one. Yeah, it's this one here. Ooh, or it could be this one. Let me just double check. Yeah. Okay. So is the one with the squiggly lines going through it. So it's definitely not this one. Yeah, it's definitely not this. It's this one here. So yeah, this was my prediction. Now if I zoom in, as you can see in the Discord, it was in between those lines, but the fact that it fell just underneath that zone, I kind of felt like a downtrend was happening, and the lowest point, as you can see, it's around 1 cent. It's going to do that hard retest. I don't think it's going to last around 1 cent. I don't think it's going to last around half a cent very long. It's going to be very rapid, very fast, but it gives people that buying opportunity to get in at that perfect, beautiful price. But yeah, let's get into it. So we got that. And let's go down, let's see where it's happening. As we can see, it started breaking down. It started actually moving towards that prediction. Same with Bitcoin. I said that Bitcoin, I had a feeling that, here's the Bitcoin one, I had a feeling that it was going to do a hard retest. It was going to fall under these zones. So I did mark the lowest zone out. And we will see Bitcoin also. It's actually not even in that low zone yet. But it's the RSI that is going to be cool enough. It wants to retest the bottom so it can get ready for a new top. So yeah, Bitcoin's been beautiful. I want to just give a shout out to AOA. AOA is a new guy. He does chart analysis also. You'll see some of his charts within here. Here's one here. So yeah, he's open for this 3 cent. But here's some of my predictions. This one's Bitcoin, I believe. Yeah. So it's currently on my bottom trend, the bottom turquoise line. It's currently resting on the green line, which is a safety. It's a trend that goes from years ago. So it's currently sitting on a trend that's years old. But it's in the short-term trend. It's currently sitting on its lowest trend, which it's got to break under the lowest trend to find a new bottom before it starts to go up. Now, if you look at the RSI, I've got a green line there. I don't think the moving average is going to touch the green line. I think the moving average is going to rest on that red line that it bounced from. But the RSI is probably going to at least touch that first green line at the bottom. But yeah, I also detail what my charts mean. So wait there. Red. Oh, so these lines here. So here, this is the weekly RSI for Bitcoin. And what I've done, I've told everyone to draw these exact lines. So the red lines are when it's going to cool off, it's going to be like you're pushing your luck. The orange lines are safety, so it's a nice place to either sell. And the green lines are buying points. Obviously the buying points are an uptrend, and you got one that's slightly on a downtrend, but there's a big buying range, and it's anything below 50 RSI. It's a good buying range for Bitcoin. Currently the RSI is above 70, and it doesn't get above 70 very often. As you can see, it's every couple years, or sometimes it just touches just above 70, or sometimes it goes through 70 for, you know, 2 years. So, you know, it can have bullish patterns, and it's just entered that region. So it's 2024. We could see this going bullish in the 70 region till 2025. Yeah, Bitcoin's bullish. We've got the halving coming up in about 3 days, 2 days, something like that. And I also give some demonstrations on the patterns and what I'm trying to point out to people. As we can see, the white circles overlap the orange circles eventually. That is various trends I'm trying to point out on this this line here. So I'll go into more detail, but this is my Discord. It's the JASMY Underground Research Department. I do a lot of technical analysis, predictions that are spot on and bang on. I've got a high accuracy rate. Anything I claim or say can be searched in here. So if I type in, I don't know, cent. So every time 7 cent has been mentioned in this Discord, it shows it here. Every single time. It even shows the time and the date it was said. You can go to old, shows the oldest messages. We go to relevant. So anything I say can be found. Even this 0.0027. Yeah, I called the bottom, and I've got the proof that I called the bottom before it even happened. Yeah, let's go to the oldest. Yeah, Heisenberg. Yeah. Look at the times and the dates though. You'll find that I call it before it happened. There's many times I called things before they happened. But anyway, the evidence of anything can be found in here. So let's get into it. This video is about technical analysis, and we're going to look into JASMY today. My predictions. You're only going to get these in-depth predictions either if you're a veteran on the Discord, if you've got a high rank on the Discord. If you're just a general member, you're going to get these signals late, because I want to just benefit the true believers of this project. So that's the veterans, the long-term holders, the people that contribute information to the community, or the people that boost the Discord server. That's what I care about most. If you boost the Discord server, it makes the quality of everything better for everyone. So as you can see, I've drawn in a downtrend, boom, and it's following very nicely, very tightly, very precisely. It's kind of in the middle of that range right now between those two lines, as you can see on the RSI above. Now, there are many things that can happen here, guys. It could climb with a big surprise, because if you look at the RSI at, let's say, this point here, which is around here, and look where the RSI is now. The RSI now is actually at a lower point than what it was at that point. So it means that this climb that happened here could actually happen here. That'll take us to 3.6. Or if it gradually makes its climb back up, or let's say it tests the 1 cent and then does the big real climb, it might double that climb. But either way, let's say if it does that climb again, it's gonna hit your 4.5 cent. If it doubles that climb, it's gonna hit your 6.7 cent. And let's say if it does a special, like does that climb again and then does double that climb, then we're at 9 cent, guys. Anything's possible. Remember, we hit the all-time low. This thing was at 5 cent when cryptocurrency was illegal in Japan. Now it's completely regulated. So I think we're in a winning league. Definitely. Japan's in a winning league, guys. Come on. But yeah. I've already seen 1 or 2 people imitate this prediction, and it's lovely because it just shows me that I'm not the only one who thinks it's gonna happen, which is beautiful. Great minds think alike. So if I can see something and I see someone else is seeing it also, it just kind of validates certain things, like, alright, I'm on the right path, you know, because I'm not very experienced, but I'm very unique at what I do. And as you can see, these trends also, yeah, this one, man, every time these zones meet like this, he always has this dip for some reason. It always goes downwards. Why? Damn, I didn't mean to move that one. But why does it always go down before the zones meet? It goes down and then it catapults itself up. Now let's see the RSI on this chart. Oh, it's approaching the yellow line, the moving average. The RSI is actually chilling on there. Going through my various charts, we've been through that one. Let's go through this one. Yeah. Let's put this on the 4-hour. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's put this on the daily. I think this is the daily one. That means something. Yeah. Okay. So let me just delete these so you'll see what I'm pointing out on these charts here. So this is the daily RSI. So let me just get rid of these messy circles here so you can see exactly what they were circling. I have very messy drawings. Other people can't understand it, but I understand it perfectly well. And these arrows as well are to point out downtrend, but if you notice that it's actually going upwards, it's a slight uptrend, it's a gradual climb. So this RSI could actually touch 100 peak, your peak moment, meaning very bullish climb outs. Now we can see the RSI, which is down here. It's making its way to this blue line. That's what I think is going to happen. And we can see this yellow RSI is making its way to this pink line. Now if we look previously, look, connects, breaks through it, but comes back and connects for a prolonged period of time. Very interesting. I think we see a pattern there. Let's see the bottom trend. Up, connects, breaks under, connects for a prolonged period of time, connects, and then almost wants to go back down, and now it's going to come down and connect. So we see patterns, formations and things like that. We also have this sneaky downtrend here, passes through many points. Maybe the RSI is going to touch that, and this yellow line is going to land in between where the RSI currently is now. Who knows? We can only speculate, but we're speculating based on previous patterns. Everything has a rhythm, everything has a pattern, everything living has a heartbeat, and this is a living project. So it has a heartbeat. Yeah, previous predictions, one failed here. but it didn't fail the second time. Yes, it happened. I knew it was going to happen. I knew it was building for it, but it was just catching it. But that's a pattern of 2, so it's the second try it was successful. So maybe the second try going up it's going to be successful. Who knows? Now let's look at my fun chart. Very, very messy fun chart, but you can see a certain trend line, which is this yellow line here. Let me move that back to where it originally was. Hey, look, Jasmy's touching it. That was resistance that it failed. So now it's just building support. It's finding a bottom. Didn't just fail once, didn't fail twice, didn't fail 3 times, but 4 times. So now it's going for that hard retest. It's just logic. Now, if you're trading this coin thinking it's some kind of meme coin, that it's some get rich quick kind of coin, it's not. By investing in JASMY, you are investing in a company. You could say it's like having stocks and shares in a company. Now, JASMY isn't just any company, it's Sony. Sony focuses on high-end technology. They don't just manufacture and produce, they design and engineer. They have many sectors of Sony Corporation. They have many sectors, they focus on many areas. So, yeah. JASMY is a special project. Let me see the MEXC chart because I want to see if it shows the entire chart. At one point it did. Let me see. Yeah. This one's, no, it's not. It's not showing the entire chart anymore. So the MEXC chart, at one point it was showing the entire history, but now it's not. Which is interesting because if I go to MEXC JASMY chart, now check this. If I go to MEXC, it's a different story. I can see a handle forming though for a cup. That's the main thing. It's very sneaky, it's very slight, but it is there. Let's show you the MEXC chart, just so you get an idea of where we are. So there's a $5 top. I have an area of focus, not where it started, but where it started consolidating just after it started. That's at 55 cents. That's where we're going, guys. Make no mistake about it. 0027, that's almost 100x from the very bottom. Yeah, almost 100x. Now, we haven't even hit the bottom of that, which is 5 cents. Now, we had a failure that happened at 4.9 cents. It's going to break through that failure. It's going to touch the tip of this 572. Yeah, and then it's going to retest, rapid retest, and then a breakout. It's going to cool off the RSI so nice that, let's just say, if it wanted to do that breakout now, it will land in this range of 8 cent. In fact, I'm going to screenshot that because that's a very important image. And yeah, I think it's important because people won't understand how strongly this will actually move when it decides to really move. Now, these prices, you will never ever get these prices again. This is just today's price. Yeah, this is today's price. And that's it. Once these prices go, you'll be lucky to ever see them again. I'm just posting them in my Discord to let people know that that's where I think it's going. But yeah, MEXC chart is the original chart. It shows the full timeline of where it started, what it did, how it fell, how it even retraced a majority of the climb. You know, it fell from that high price, but it still went back up. It still went back up to 30 something cent, and then it crashed, then it's found its bottom. So we have potentially, anybody who got in at that 007, yeah, I mean 0027, anyone that got in around those prices, that's a bag that you want to hold for a lifetime. You never want to sell that bag. You want to make sure those coins are separate from anything you buy at any other price range. Because that one bag alone that you brought at the very bottom, that's going to be your millionaire making bag. Now, you can still get those millionaire making bags, but they're going to cost you 10 times more at these prices. So, yeah. Hope you have enough coin, guys. Hope you have more than enough coin. Sorry, I'm just eating. Yum yum. Yum yum. Most of the foods that I've been eating are like orange colour foods lately. Jasmy's just influencing me, it's brainwashing me to orangeness. I've even been putting artificial suntan on and everything, trying to look like Donald Trump, a bit orange. Not really, but yeah, here we go. Yeah, let's see some of the other projects that I like Jasmy, such as Silo. Silo is a beautiful project. As you can see, it's almost reaching a point where it's going to break out. Let me put it on the daily, because then you can see the big side. Yeah, it's almost at a point where it's going to start retracing. It's probably going to break out and it's going to catch up with this green dotted line over here. That's what it's going to catch up with. And then from there, the next breakout is going to be this red line when it tests the top of 1.49 cent. Silo is being brought over by Futureverse, who is partnered with the movie called Ready Player One, who is owned by Warner Brothers, and they have a whole heap of projects. It's part of the Root Network. Yeah, interesting project. I'm also keeping an eye on XRP. There's supposed to be something about the XRP court date today, yesterday 16th, And yeah, I'm not really hearing nothing, so I don't know what's going on with XRP at the minute. But let's have a look at the weekly. We can just see, man, it's on the verge of breaking out, man. It's gonna do this hard failure, maybe find a new bottom, and I don't know, I got a feeling that we may be waiting till, I don't know, maybe November, or maybe even 2026, because this would match up with 2026 with perfection. Yeah, Monday the 5th, January 2026, somewhere around January 2026. That's 2 years from now. So they can drag things on for another 2 years. Maybe XRP is going to be worth more than what people expect. There's a lot of centralized banks that are actually directly connected to XRP. So even though the West is got conflict with China and Russia are linked to the West through XRP. Little do people know. And to my knowledge, it's been longer than 2019 when COVID was announced. That was just a trial period for the technologies. In the UK, the government was telling people no cash payments allowed at shops or train stations, it's all contactless, tap and go. And yeah, that was the rollout of the trial of the new technology. Another thing they was doing is deploying 5G towers all over the UK. Many of them were vandalized, so people were burning them down. Yeah, it's interesting, man. It's interesting. But yeah, you see my prediction. That's where we're currently at. And if you look at the RSI, the actual moving average hasn't broke out on the weekly. If the moving average breaks out on the weekly for JASMY, it's gonna be crazy. That's where we at least hit 10 cent. At least. And if it goes diabolical, parabolical, we're gonna hit 35 cent again, guys. Or maybe even break it. And if we do, that's going to be before 2025 based on my chart. That's what we got to get to, that orange line. And yeah, this is my little prediction from earlier. If it's going to do some magic, it's going to do some magic. If it's not, it's not. But then if we look at the weekly on this, we can see that it hasn't actually got there yet. It's on its way there. The yellow line, the moving average, is on its way, but it hasn't broken out of that 70 range yet. Whereas the RSI actually did, so that means that it is a bullish sign, even though it looks weak at the minute. Let's see the daily. The daily is cooling off. There we go. You see? It is gonna go back up eventually, and that's when it's gonna peak out and find a new top. So let's go with the wind. Let me know where in the world you guys are from. JASMY has a crazy worldwide community. I've spoken to people from Asia, Africa, the Americas, UK, Europe, man, you name it. They've got a huge Turkish community as well. A lot of the Turkish community are from the early days. If people are not aware, Japan and Turkey have great relations. They have great relationship together, and they do a lot of business together. They have done for a very long time. So yeah, Turkey's probably going to be a very big customer. We're looking at events in Saudi Arabia, and also what's going around with Aramco. They're investing in artificial intelligence and blockchain technology, and they're also making partnerships with Japan, so things look very prosperous for the future. But yeah, my short-term predictions: 5 cent test. It's got to test that 5 cent. It's got to double from here at least minimum. And if it triples from here, then that's a great sign. And anything more is even better. We haven't had alt season yet for a very long time. We didn't have it last year either, when people expected it. There was a lot of people who experienced in the crypto market who was saying, oh yeah, alt season's still gonna happen. It didn't happen, so it just shows that even the experienced are inexperienced, because the markets are so unpredictable. You have to speculate and predict these things based on what you have at hand, what information about the project you have, what news you have about regulations, what worldwide events can affect the timeline, the progress of the project itself, whether or not they are keeping up with their own roadmap, plans and things like that. So there's many factors that come into these predictions, but most of my predictions on these charts are preferably based on averages and and patterns. I forgot what I was going to say. Sorry, I've got a neck injury. Yeah, patterns. So pattern recognition. What patterns do I see? What formations do I see building? What things have repeated in the past? What could repeat again? That's my basic strategy. That's my basic strategy. You know, monitoring all of these types of things. But yeah. We can see the RSI is actually not touching that yellow line yet, so it could still fall, guys. That yellow line is the goal line, which means if it breaks under it, it means it's going bearish. If it breaks above it, it means that, oh yeah, we can have a nice climb. The green line, yeah, is if it breaks above that green line, that's when it's gonna go super bullish. Just remember, guys, this is the daily as well, and what I mean by that is, if we look at this point here, this is where it broke out. Now if I move that upwards, oh damn, if I move this upwards, move that upwards, damn, oh damn, it doesn't. Okay, I've got to, damn, I can't clone it, I've got to do it on this. So it's around about here. If we see it's above the green line, it's the moving average, the yellow line on the RSI we've got to watch. That's the moving average. Oh damn. Okay. Yeah. So that's where it broke out. Yeah, it was above that line. Look at where we are now. We're just under it. Now imagine when we touch this line. If we had this, if we had this whole climb here, from this point, imagine what climb we're gonna have from this point. You understand? So let's see. How I do it is strength, so it's a multiplier. So let's go clone. So that was that climb. Let's say it rests around here. Yeah, it's got one relax zone, which is going to be that same climb. 2 to get above the green, the green dotted line, and then let's say it maxes out. Where's it going to max out to? Oh look, it almost maxes out to that zone. So that's where we are most likely gonna go. People think we'll go to 10 cents, but we're gonna probably go to 8 cents, 8.8. It's gonna retest shortly and probably do another breakout. The other breakout is probably gonna take us to 14 cents, like I've been saying for like 2 years. We should not have fell from 14 cents, and we definitely should not have fell from 7 cents. We are finally creeping back to those zones. The project's making huge progress. But yeah, that's my philosophy. Yeah, 3 multiplier 1. Right there. 2, 3. And technically it could actually even go higher than this. It could actually go to like here, because once it breaks that once it gets above this line here, this dark zone here, that's bullish. So it could double, triple, at least 10 cents, man. Come on, at least 10 cents. But yeah, my little chart analysis, my little breakdown charts. I'm not going to go into too much detail. Join the Discord if you want to know all the nice little juicy details. And to get access to the hidden places, what you have to do is just boost the Discord server. It's like $5. So instead of tipping and donating to me, which you're welcome to do that, I accept anything, Bitcoin, crypto, you know, foot massages, I accept any form of payment. But just prefer people to boost the Discord server, because it increases the file size uploads, it increases the quality of the sound of the voice recordings of when I'm explaining things for everybody. So you boosting the server helps everybody else on the server, if that makes any sense. Peace out, guys. Love. And yeah, peace.